Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Forever Stranded with Arturio and Emerys. So we have a lot of things to talk about, as we always do. I've been expanding the industrial area of the base. It's kind of weird. I hollowed out this big chamber so that I would have room to do all of the processing that I wanted to do. And then I've gone to kind of this even sub-level here. But I don't know, I kind of like it. It's kind of different. I like it. So first of all, I've reconfigured this area. The AE system is rather pretty sizable. It's got room for expansion. This is where the ender chest is for the old ore processing. And eventually the new ore processing is going to go over here. I'm going to have a network line that comes out here, and then in here will be the sieves and the hammerers and everything that it takes to process ore. And over here I may have material creation. This may be where we produce gravel, sand, and dust. I'm having a couple of problems. One is that I'm now having power issues. So this thing here is running out of power. I don't have any charcoal, and this is what's powering the AE system there. And not just the AE system, it's also powering all of the machines over here. And even the lava system is occasionally running out of power over there too. So the way I have all of these set up is I've got drawers here that I can put materials in that will get drawn in, and then the products will get thrown out here. And because you can't open the top chest, I have flat transfer nodes between them so that they'll all get pulled down to the bottom chest. So you just have to put stuff here and or put stuff here, and it'll get drawn out here. Okay, so these ones are making, this one's making pulsating iron, and this one's making vibrant alloy, as is that one. And the reason is I'm going to try to make solars, and I'm going to try to bypass the low tier, because these ones, once you make them, these are not upgradable. If you start with the mid tier, not only do they produce more power, like 4 times as much power, but they can be upgraded to the end tier, which produces 16 times as much power. All right, so I've made some of the ingredients for this. The blast fused quartz. I need netherrack and glowstone. And I'm currently sieving soul sand at the moment, so I may be a little low on glowstone compared to what I'd like. And let's see how much longer these alloy smelters. There's only 8 pearls left. That one's got a little longer to go. Okay, so we're back. The blast proof light emitting glass is cooking, and that'll take a while. And I did die, I don't know, sometime yesterday. I've got the death note, so let's go look at the graveyard. I was saving up massive quantities of dirt for the collection quest, where you need 1 million dirt, and I blew them all building this. I've got a couple of stacks left, but not a whole lot. So I actually went and dug up all of the graves and redid them all and spaced them all a little differently. And they all have a death note, bones, and flesh in them. So this is the groundskeeper's shack, and there's supplies in here if I need another. And, you know, I'm hoping I don't die too much more, but, you know. So a coffin goes inside, gets a death note, bones, and flesh. Nope, that's not what goes in there. Coarse dirt and a tombstone. Oh, I suppose I could have put it over there. That'd be a little crowded, but it would work. So I think I need some more spruce trees, but I only had so many spruce seeds and saplings that I got from sieving dirt. I haven't sieved dirt in a while. The other thing that I wanted to show is what I've been resorting to. How does my picks are repaired. What I've been resorting to for sand, because my other system is not keeping up. Okay, this used to be the temple that was closest to the base. And so I went and I dug up every last little bit. Every last little bit of the sandstone. And this hammer that I'm using has the smashing. So it's basically when I do sand, it turns it into dust. And the other one, which has a little bit bigger area, it does not. So this one will give me whatever it is I'm breaking there. So between the two of those, I get sand and dust and sandstone, which I can pulverize into sand. And then that, if I need to, I can hammer that into dust. I've got a hammerer for that purpose. And it's because the production system that I have that has a cobblestone generator, and then that feeds hammerers, like 6 different hammerers with diamond hammers in it, that produce gravel, sand, and dust, and it just does not keep up with the compressed sieve system that I have. And since I'm having power issues, you know, I need to figure something out, which is why I'm going to go the solar route. But I just wanted to show you that this is where I'm now supplementing for now the systems that I have. I'm not sure what this is from. But that is the original footprint of the desert temple right there. So we'll just fly back to base. Some other things I did. I went and bought I think I bought one of every fruit tree. And those are in the outer ring. I did buy one of every Pam's Harvest Craft. And that's because I'm just going to have one plot of land for this. And then I'll have some kind of auto farm there that'll harvest this stuff and feed it into the AE system. I don't know if there's a way to automatically harvest the fruit trees. We'll have to look into it. So yeah, my little tree farm here. Yeah, I got to get solar going. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. All right, so after I go dig up a bunch of this stuff, I go over here. See, there was no sand in there. And the same for dust, there wasn't any in there. It basically just kind of produces a few. You can see the hammerers going up there. It doesn't produce fast enough for these compressed sieves. So yeah, I got to do something about that. All right, so the enlightened fused quartz is done. We'll turn some of the sandstone into sand. I'll just put the dirt in there for now. I think I have everything to make some of these now. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's make 4. That made 4. That's not phenomenal, but it's better than nothing. And that will produce quite a bit of power. So we'll grab some conduit, and it looks like I'm missing capacitors. So I should be able to make more capacitors. And that should allow me to make 2 more. Which will get me to 6, which means since I need 3 of these to upgrade to the 3rd tier, I'll get 2 of the 3rd tier out of it when I get... There we go. So each of these will produce 40 RF a tick, so this is another 240 RF a tick. So this may help quite a bit. Oh. That was not what I was trying to do. Remember, folks, always take your jetpack off before you sleep. Otherwise, it can lock up your world. It doesn't seem to corrupt it, but you have to force quit and, you know, got to log back in, log back out, and that whole shebang. All right, so this should be the central part of the tree farm. Oh, no. Does that say smooth sandstone? Yes, it does. Okay. All right, let's get outside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this up here with solar panels a little at a time. Okay. Let's see if I've done this correctly. Is that right where I want it? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Producing 200 RF a tick for that little area, which is not bad. And that'll augment the system pretty well. Now, somehow, I'm going to have to start producing squid ink. And so I think that means somewhere down here I'm going to have to set up a squid farm, and we're at level 56, so I think we're low enough to do that. So, but we'll do that off camera. So let's go over here and we'll look at the capacitor bank and see how it's doing power-wise. Okay, so now it has a surplus of power, so it should be recharging. And as I build more solar panels, it'll recharge faster and faster, and it may get to the point where I don't really need the tree farm anymore. But I do need some wood production. But we'll see how that goes. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I shift right clicked on it, and now I've got a display. I don't know what the red dots are for. Interesting. Huh. Learn something new every day. All right. The last thing that I want to do before we end the episode is I was working on some quests. Basic survival is completely done. I am not going to do this one because it crashes my world and corrupts it, and then I have to restore from backup, and it's a pain. In Tinkapow, I did make an iron generator off camera, or 3 of them, and you get loot chests as rewards. Let's open them real quick just for a laugh. Yeah, I don't know if those are useful or not.